Not good
Got
for
us
you.
drinking little girly drinks.
Might have to get a beer just to fucking cancel it out.
Or can you edit throughout the whole thing? Can you change this drink to a Corona?
I'll just map it to your hand so it looks like
yeah. So when I drink it, it's still like upright.
just there's a shutterstock image of a Corona floating around.
So welcome to Get Lost, everyone. It's fantastic to have you all here. The podcast that makes you laugh all the time.
Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost on air. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I didn't even know you were starting. That fucking threw me off a little bit.
Bro, sometimes you just gotta roll with the thunder.
Roll with the punches. Don't know how the
So how have you been, mate? How have you been?
Mate,
Come on,
I've been really, really fucking well, thank you. How have you been?
Mate, you've always been well. That's nuts. You ever notice that? Like, I ask you pretty much every week, like, how you've been. And you've just been well every time.
Do you want me to come in here and go, look, I've had a really shit week, actually. And then just talk to you about all my issues.
So you might have actually been really bad this whole time.
So do you know what? My car broke down and I've just not been eating right, so I'm feeling really groggy. I don't really sleep very much at the moment either, so I'm getting about 5 hours sleep. So I'm feeling really drained, and I feel like I'm pushing away my friends and family as well. It's not going well for me. How's
all
your
right,
week?
bro. Let's stick to well. Let's stick to well. I think well works a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, good. I'm good to hear. I'm glad to hear you're well. That you're having a good time.
How are you?
I'm not doing so bad.
Good.
I actually watched the 007 film at long last.
The 007.
Yeah, the big Jamesy Bondy.
Big Bond. What did you think? I haven't seen it and I probably won't, so you can spoil it.
Oh really? Okay, apologies to anyone. Actually, because we did spoil this for someone last week, Alex, and apologies for that. I say that we didn't even say what happened, so
we didn't. Funny.
I'm going to say spoilers, but it's not actually spoilers because I'm not going to say the plot because I've forgotten most of it. Fair. Actually, no, I am going to ruin the plot. Fuck that. Going back on my word immediately. Nah, I'm ruining the plot.
Fair. Do it.
For anyone who's going to see James Bond, don't bother and don't watch this podcast. So it was weird, to be honest, bro. So you haven't watched it, right? You're not gonna watch it. Are you sure? Because I will fucking tell you. Fucking tell you. It's massive spoiler, bro. Like this is like a nuts one.
So don't tell me the massive spoiler, even though I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Because I think my mum spoiled it for me. But
well, that's fine, bro. That's fine. Okay, I won't spoil it. But basically, it was all right. Everyone has been saying that it's a pile of shit recently.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I've been hearing from like numerous sources. Oh, the new James Bond's a bit crap. And like while I thought like it's not as good as some of the old ones, it was still decent. Mate, I shed a tear at one point.
Did you?
I laughed.
Pussy.
I laughed. I shed a tear at every. Shut the fuck. I cry in every single film, pretty much, bro. I'm just a sensitive dude. What can I say?
Films do that to you. It's the music. The backing track always gets me.
Mate. Oh, mate, and then the fucking quality of the photo. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird how the quality of the photo is better than my eyes. You ever notice that?
Yeah, it's getting to the point where like films are way too good quality, where it's like this is just not realistic because my eyes can't even see that well.
I'm starting to understand how my dog thinks. You know, when a dog sees the TV and he starts seeing the fucking animals that he thinks are there. I'm starting to be a bit like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at the TV, like they have to be there. That can't be a fucking picture.
How long
James
until
Bond
we're
is
actually
just
going to be
over
in
there.
films? Do you reckon?
What you're gonna be like with James Bond with a fucking with an M9, like just taking out Russians with him.
Ready Player One style, where you're like in the game, or like that episode of Fairly Odd Parents where they're in the game.
It'd be hard to do with a film. I think it'd be hard to do with a film, to be honest, because like the number of like possibilities that you'd have to like program into it like would be so difficult. You'd have to do it like a game. I think the first thing is gonna be a game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because like a game's like gonna be one program, like one bit of code, which does all that, right? But with a film, like you have to every time you create a new film, you're gonna have to create a like code for the infinite possibilities of things that could happen.
but would there be? Because that would then be a game. But just a film, you'd just be there in the film watching it happen. It would happen the exact same way every time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, bro, that's a good point. Yeah, but like then you're not really in it, are you?
You're just sort of standing amongst the characters while shit's going on. You're not involved at all. You're just sort of creeping.
How would they film that shit? Like, it'd be like like Modern Warfare 2. It'd be like a COD, like it'd be like a COD game.
Yeah, where you're just sort of
like
watching all these other people talk.
Yeah. Because then you want to help them out. Like, you know, say you get shot, you're like, no, James, there's someone coming, and like, there's nothing you can do, bro. I thought that would be quite frustrating, to be honest with you. You see a guy with a rifle like 20 yards away.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
And you can't say your boy. But save your boy, sorry.
Say your boy.
You can say your boy.
You can say your boy, but you can't save your boy. No, that'd be quite emotional.
Truth, man? So what I actually thought though, which was interesting, like they made him goofy as fuck. So you know what I was saying like last week, like he's like a weird dude off camera, like he's just a bit bit nuts. Yeah, he's like even on camera, this dude was like. They made him like goofy, and like this is like James Bond, yeah. And it's like he's just like weird. Doing fuck ups and looking awkward and stuff. Yeah, and I was like,
James Bond's supposed to be like the smooth guy, isn't he?
Bro, he's the coolest dude alive, it's supposedly. Like, not anymore. But you right?
Yeah. Sorry, I just got a text.
Fucking hell!
There was a text from a number that I didn't understand. Christ. I think I'm getting it's one of them phishing ones.
Fishing, you get texts from fishing mates, do you?
No, PHISH.
Oh yeah. Do you want to come play COD? Yeah, come on. Right.
Who do you think is the new? Who's going to be the new James Bond then? Because there's going to be a new James Bond.
Cara Delevingne, I think. Honestly, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. They put a lady as 007. So
wait,
like
what?
James comes back. Spoiler. This is a spoiler, but not like it don't matter. It don't matter. Trust me. Okay. Like this is an irrelevant part of the story. They put like a lady as 007. So James comes back into the service and he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And she's like, "I'm 007." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "Yeah, you thought they were gonna retire the number, huh?"
Oh, what the fuck? So they probably will do that then. Just stick a woman in there.
Yeah, they might just do it. It'll be I don't know, it'll be like Janetha Bond. Or Jeanette Bond.
But Daniel Craig did say that he doesn't want another woman in there, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he said, I don't want a woman playing James Bond. I don't see why they have to. Why can't they make another strong female character?
Yeah.
Instead of just replacing the
I think we did talk about
one.
this a few weeks.
Yeah, I think we did. But looking at, I've just got a list of British actors. Looking at all these,
yeah,
British actors are fucking wet wipes. There's not many that I think would fit the role very well.
Mate, I've got to say, actually, one of the coolest ones, which isn't a bad shout, Idris Elba.
Yeah,
But then again, he's old though. He's old.
Exactly what I had this conversation earlier, and I said Idris Elba, and they were all like, "Yeah, but he's well old. Like, they're gonna get one film out of him, and then he'll have to retire."
Facts. Another good shout, which I like a lot, is Tom Hardy.
I like it a lot as well, but he's very like rough. He's not like the sort of gentlemanly James Bond that you.
You say that, but have you seen Legend?
Legend. Have I seen Legend?
Legend's the film about the Cray twins.
Oh, yeah.
Two gangsters that ran London, yeah. Yeah, he was obviously both the twins. Nuts fucking move from him.
Yeah, it's wild.
What a casting. Like, how did he play both of them? And like, you know what I mean? Like, they look similar, but not that similar.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just a bit crazy. You know? Like, it's just a bit crazy. It's a bit like, you know, Fred, like, what's the twins in Harry Potter?
Fred and George?
Fred and George being the same person, like that'd be nuts.
That would be nuts, yeah. Or Zack and Cody, just played by the same kid.
Well, it's like they had a low budget and they were like, oh, we can get one guy to play both of them. Focus groups, like, yeah, that could work.
Do you think he got paid two persons' wages?
Do you reckon he came in and then said, oh, my brother's going to audition next?
He just comes in with glasses on. They're like, it's a bit too similar. Can you get you both in the same room at the same time? No, we don't get on, you see, so we can't do it.
You'd have to Photoshop us into each set, if that's all right. Bit of a family history there.
Oh god,
some unturned rugs. But Yeah, I like the idea of Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I like
James Bond.
Tom
definitely.
Hardy's a great actor. Who else have we got? There's fucking loads of these actors are well old now.
Yeah, man, all the British actors are. You know what it could be? And you're gonna cream over this. It could be Tom Holland.
Do you know what? I was thinking that because of that Uncharted movie trailer that came out. He looks like he suits the role quite well, and I think it's probably a high chance that it could be him just because of how fucking popular he is at the moment.
But like the thing is, like maybe he's too goofy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's a bit of a goofy dude.
Yeah, he is a bit.
He's
He
like-
also
he's like-
looks really young. Like, he's obviously not as young as he looks, but
Do you think Benedict Cumberbatch should be cool enough to be Bond? Or is he too kind of weird looking?
he's way too goofy. I can't take him seriously as Doctor Strange either. It sort of takes me out of it a little bit.
Oh, mate.
Because of his fucking American accent is so bad.
It's nuts for these things. So honestly, I haven't got a clue. But the Bond film was actually quite good. It was actually quite good.
Good.
I can't complain. I'd watch it again.
You would?
Yeah, probably.
I should watch it. I fucking should. I just need to watch the others because I don't like. Everyone says that you don't need to, but I don't like going into a film without having watched all the others before.
You don't need to. You really don't need to.
Yeah,
I've
I
forgotten
know,
every James Bond, brother. Every James Bond. Like, I haven't got a clue what happened in the others. I just know Adele was on the track list.
Yeah, yeah, she was, wasn't she? Skyfall was a good song.
Yeah, she smashed it, bro. She smashed.
But like, I went and watched Jurassic World before I'd seen any of the Jurassic Park films, and you didn't really need to see Jurassic Park because it's a completely different story, but it's just set in the same place pretty much. But I then went home and watched all 3 Jurassic Parks in the same night, and then I went back to the cinema like the next day and watched Jurassic World again, so I had watched it in order.
I think you might have a problem.
I think I do. I think you might be right.
I think you might need therapy, bro. I think the comment you came up with at the start of the podcast wasn't a joke, was it?
No, it's rooted in serious issues in my life.
Now you got to watch all the same films.
I do. A lot of the time I just rewatch shit that I've already watched because I just know that I like it.
Well, that's psychopath behavior. I know that people do that for confidence shit. People do like that with Friends, which I find insane, bro.
I love
like people come out like, oh, I watched Friends like 3 times. I was like, what? All of them? Yeah, all of them. You're like, that's psychopath behavior.
I've done it. I've done it. That's
odd.
It's
that's
the sort of show that you can just
that's
put on.
mental illness, brother. That's mental illness. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, man. It's not a joke.
Mental illness is not a joke. Stop.
Mental illness. Exactly. I'm saying you need help.
No, but it's a nice show that you can just put on and not have to worry about like actually paying too much attention to it. Because if you've watched it once, you know the storyline, and then you're just watching it for giggles.
You already know what's happening. You know the jokes that are coming. The jokes weren't good the first time. They're even worse the second time. And I tell you, for the third time, you might as well listen to like a 5-year-old tell jokes, and it'd be funnier.
It's funny. It's a great show. That's something I don't think we'll ever agree on.
Mate, I've had drunk conversations with trees that were more interesting than Friends.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me because you're the type who does talk to trees. You stand there and fucking talk to a tree all night.
Oh, okay. I see that Friends got a bit of the sweet spot here.
Yeah, I'm getting angry. I'm gonna fuck you. I had a maths teacher once. He was a Scottish man.
Yeah, I think I know the guy.
I don't know if he was actually Scottish. He was ginger, I know that. He was called Mr. Right. No, let's not say his name.
No, let's just say it. Let's put his address in there as well.
Just caught myself. But he's
got 3 kids.
I was discussing with Alex the other day about this guy. He wore the same pair of trousers every single day, right? And he said they're his lucky trousers because he got them at a charity shop, right? And someone died in these trousers.
Bro, that's psycho behavior as well.
Yeah, and he
said... That's weird, bro. That's weird as fuck.
That is weird. And he said that they're lucky because the likelihood of 2 people dying in the same pair of trousers is stupidly low.
Yeah, that's a maths teacher, that is. Jesus.
But then Alex made a good point. He was like... When you get on to do further maths, you realise that that's not the case if you wear them every single day, because you're upping the probability of that happening every single day you wear them.
Yeah. So it's going to be awkward when he does die in them, isn't it?
Yeah, because then two people... there'll be a really fucking lucky pair of trousers when once he dies in them as well.
Do you reckon it's going to come to the day of his death and he's just going to take them off? He's going to be like, no, I can't be wearing these
Can't
today.
disrespect the trousers.
Trousers, you could bury him with the trousers. If you could take one thing to the afterlife, what would it be? And like, look at the afterlife. I'll just give you a bit of context because that's a tough question, to be honest with you. In the afterlife, it's just like Earth, but everyone's got good intentions. That's it.
Okay, so it's just a happier version of Earth.
Yeah. It's like what heaven is in the Bible.
Okay, what would I take? Well, surely if it's the happier version of Earth, then everything that I've got now would still be there.
Okay, that's good. Okay, but there's no stuff.
It's just everyone walking around with the one thing they brought with them.
Completely naked. Just,
yeah, probably a pair of pants
no
then.
houses. Okay, what would you bring? Like everything's sorted though. Like you got resources up there. You got the basic necessities. That's it. So it's like a forest. It's a forest, but you've built like a wooden hut and stuff.
Right. I would bring... I'm just looking around. What do I have in here that I want to bring with me? I don't read, but maybe a book. Because what else is there? It's like bringing on something on a desert island. What do you bring?
Don't read. I'll bring a book. You might as well put it in fucking Spanish at that point.
I can read, it's just that I don't.
Exactly. You're going to bring it with you, and everyone's going to be like, why'd you bring that book? You don't even fucking read it.
I thought I'd start reading.
I'm going to bring the saxophone in case I want to take it up, you know. I'm going to start learning Braille. Yeah, why not?
What else is there to bring? I can't bring I'd bring a PlayStation or an Xbox, but I'd need a TV and fucking power and...
Yeah, that's true. Just I mean, the Bible, mate, why not?
I'd just bring a really comfy jacket or something. It might be a bit cold.
Oh, really?
Like the comfiest jacket you've got.
Imagine just seeing a guy just walk around in just a jacket.
It's a move.
You would just wear just the jacket. Just like an anorak.
An anorak? Is that like a...
Yeah. So that's like what like Liam Gallagher wears. No, Noel Gallagher. So.
I had... Okay. I thought you had completely got the name wrong, but you hadn't. I was thinking of the wrong thing.
Nice.
I'm just Googling anoraks now. I think I might buy one. There's a nice yellow one on there. Yeah. I'm just looking up what sort of coat I should bring with me. Where would you live right now?
Actually, wait. Let me answer the other question first.
Okay.
I'd take someone's dog. I think I'd take like someone off the street. Like I'd be roaming around the streets. I'd steal someone's dog, like the cutest dog I could find, and then take that one with me. Because the thing's probably already trained. It's the cutest one you can find, and you might not find dogs on heaven. So,
but you are also ruining someone's life by stealing their dog.
But you don't have to face any of the consequences because you're in the afterlife.
Good point. Yeah, I could take my dog. I didn't know we were allowed to take living things because that's just basically killing them off.
That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. That's murder, isn't it? That's murder.
That's psychopath behavior. If I was going to die, I'm bringing you fuckers with me.
I think that's more interesting than a book that you can't even read.
Well, yeah, you might be right. Maybe take the Bible.
Take the Bible, yeah.
It would make you believe in the afterlife, wouldn't it, by actually being there? So
yeah, exactly. You'd be like, well, what else have I fucking missed out?
Missed out quite a lot.
Jesus Christ.
I had an idea.
Hit me.
This is something that I might take with me to the afterlife.
Right.
My idea is a self-charging car, right?
Right.
So,
okay.
The idea is you'd have to, and Elon Musk, feel free to send me loads of money, and then we'll talk.
And then we'll talk. Even though you're about to say your idea.
Just to everybody know that I came up with it.
It's not even patented. We're just gonna fucking just say it on the podcast.
Yeah. So it's a way to stop fuel needs, right?
Right.
With this car, all you have to do is charge the battery up one time, right? Ever.
Okay.
And then drive.
Right.
Attach a thing to the wheels, right? That as the wheels spin, they charge the battery up. Like when a hamster runs on a wheel and it charges something or powers something, right? Why not attach something to the wheels that are already spinning? You've already got a fucking spinning wheel there. Attach that to the battery and it's just constant power forever.
Fuck.
Tell me the flaws of that plan.
Jesus, man, like I think they're missing something, aren't they? Jesus, you know what I mean? All these car engineers have been working on cars for like 100 years. They could just create the power through the wheels.
Yeah, and they're limited just by the petrol. Why not just listen to me?
Yeah, maybe cars are actually a bigger conspiracy theory, whereby cars are actually invented by the oil companies, right? There's actually no use for oil. Oil has no use. It's actually bad for cars. But they need to sell it.
Yeah.
So what do? Have you ever actually run out of petrol?
Petrol? No, I don't think I have.
Exactly.
Because so I've never let it run out of petrol, so I don't know if it actually will.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll stop working.
Exactly.
The cheeky.
You never thought about this. These motherfuckers, mate. These motherfuckers.
I would say that is a perfect idea for it. And I'd take that to the afterlife because I'd never need to fucking fill up with petrol again. And I could go anywhere I like.
That's a good point.
Someone tell me why that hasn't been invented already.
I mean, there's got to be a reason, isn't there? There's got to be a reason.
There must be a reason because it's such an obvious idea. I came up with it. Of course, it's obvious. There must be a reason.
I think this is one for Alex.
Yeah, Alex, hit us up. He is usually who I go to. If him or Adam, I go to with any sort of questions like that.
I do have a funny point actually to bring up.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard this whole have you heard of the hacker?
The hacker?
Yeah.
No.
The hacker? No. Okay. Well, it's a dance done by the New Zealand rugby team.
Right.
Before every like rugby match they play, right? They do this big old dance. They go, and they start like sticking their tongue out.
Nice.
Right. And it's quite scary. It's quite scary when they all do it synchronized. These are big lads.
Like a rain dance.
Yeah. I guess.
Maybe.
Don't know what rain dance is, but I'm presuming it's similar to
There's a bunch of people dancing around a campfire to make it rain, I think.
Yeah, that kind of feel. That kind of feel. And now it's illegal to do that in the UK.
Is it?
Yeah, they made it legal.
Why?
It was they had a chat with them.
You're spooking people out. Calm down. People going as the hacker dancers at Halloween.
Boris's kids have been doing it like all the time, and he's just like, we just fucking make this illegal.
Boris is cowering in the corner because he's so scared.
Let's put an end to this nonsense.
We're going to make it illegal to do the hacker dance. I haven't done that in a while.
Bring the old boys out of the closet.
I haven't heard about Boris in quite a while, to be honest.
Yeah, he had a chat with the New Zealand Prime Minister. And that was part of the deal because it's considered cultural appropriation.
That makes more sense.
So, yeah, not just because it's scary.
It's because it's spooky.
Maybe that's the real reason that they don't want to say. You know what I mean? They're a bit embarrassed to be like, yeah, we're actually quite scared of this.
I reckon. Are you scared? Yeah.
I am actually. So I'm just going to make it illegal.
I'm spooked.
It's like drugs. It's like they're too scared to do drugs. So they're like, let's make it illegal. Let's make it illegal.
Is that the reason?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Way too scared.
Yeah, they had a bad trip on weed, and they were like, let's stop everyone from doing this.
Just banning shit they don't like.
Yeah, they're just scared. Like, if he doesn't like fucking Bounty, we're gonna see that being left out of the celebrations box.
Understandable. I would 100% ban bounties.
I'm actually becoming a bit of a Bounty fanboy recently. Not recently, last few years, but
It's I can't do coconut.
mate, you like as you get older, your taste buds mature. But like, you
I
start
have
to
started
appreciate the finer
liking
things.
mushrooms more now.
That's nuts. I started to get the same with like aubergines and things like that. You know,
Aubergines.
used to hate that shit.
Did you? I quite like
Yeah, I
aubergines.
fucking hate it over. They make the worst vegetable, like texture, taste, just grim all round. They just look cool. You know what I mean?
They do seem a bit pointless. Like there's certain
just
things
slimy
that just
as hell,
what's the
they're
point
just-
in eating? Like courgette.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's just so slimy. It's like
I
the
eat it, but
texture
what's
is
the point?
horrific.
Exactly.
It's like, geez, if I wanted to swallow cum, I would have gone to a fucking RSPCA. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to go home and have my mum cook it for me. Like, Jesus.
If I wanted to swallow cum. Where the fuck did that come from?
No.
If I wanted to swallow cum, I'd have gone to an RSPCA. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's fucking facts, though. They're the worst fucking vegetable, I swear to God.
They taste like tea
They're fucking
bags.
worse. Yeah, bro, it's like falling apart as well. You ever try to cook them? Like, you like slice them up, like the middle will just fall out while you're fucking cooking it. Like, it's just like the entire process is just unsatisfying. To be
They're just like a shit version of a cucumber. It's like someone has spunked on a
right.
cucumber and just let it fucking soak in.
honest. Nobody wants fucking cook a cucumber. Like, a cucumber's perfectly fine. Fucking
So fresh.
cucumber.
The cucumber. Fucking hell.
Oh man, I went to this fucking crazy place on Saturday, right? So yesterday.
Where?
It was called the Airport Pub, which was right next to the airport. Believe it or not,
Right.
right? It's right next to the airport.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, like right next to the fucking airport. Like I was in the pub garden. You were about 30 feet from the runway.
Dangerous, is it not?
There's a big old fucking fence. It's not just like a free for all. Like it's not. It's not just like
Is it like
table just under the ramp. Like, you know
is
what I
it
mean?
the back of the runway where like you can feel the jet, like you can feel the wind from the jet come and brush your pint over?
Yeah, exactly like that. Like the fumes of the plane actually like incinerate your flesh.
That sounds really good.
It's class. Like
I'll have
you
to
just
go
pay
then, mate.
£20 to get in, and it just melts your skin.
And you never
It's
come
class.
back. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's a solid deal. Trust me. But no, it was actually class. We like just sat there, just like having some food, having some drinks, and you see the planes just fucking like coming in to the Manny Airport, and like they're just right in front of you. They're right in front of you. I'll put it in my in the Get Lost Instagram story. But it was crazy. It was crazy. Like the plane is right there.
It must be well loud.
bro. It's loud as hell. Like
Have a conversation in there.
you got like Randy's, like random Manchester locals just stood on tables with fucking binoculars on, like just like looking at them come out of the sky, just like fucking.
Like the TikTok guy who's obsessed with trains, but the plane version.
Yeah. Literally, they're just exactly like that. Bro. They know exactly what plane it is. Like, oh bloody hell, it's a 747-377. They haven't made one of those since 1983.
They don't even exist.
I just made it up.
I'd love to go there and just pretend that you know what you're talking about in front of all these plane experts. Do exactly what you've just done.
Did he just pull the crankshaft? Well, bugger me.
That one's got a third wing. Crazy.
How does this guy know so much? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like there's actually quite a few private jets flying in as well. And I was thinking like. How many? Well, I was thinking. How many fucking people with private jets are flying at the Manny? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like every third or fourth plane.
There's probably quite a few. Like, obviously, you just don't think about private jets, do you? Because there's just never going to be a possibility for me to to go in a private jet or own one.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think about them before because you're never gonna have one.
Yeah, so like, there's no point like wondering where all the private. Like, it's never crossed my mind. At Heathrow, where are the private jets? I'm fucking.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like, they do all come in though. Like, you think if you got a private jet, if you're really rich, you got your own fucking runway, right?
Yeah, private jets should have a private runway. Just so like the commoners like us don't get jealous.
Just to stop us from getting jets, breaking down the airport and just you know what I mean? Like,
save our heartbreak.
Oh mate, it's actually disgusting. Is
there like the TSA with private airports, private airplanes?
What's that?
Like the security at airports.
I don't know, bro. I don't know because like you said, you remember fucking not Lucid Dreams, fucking Juice WRLD. Guy who wrote Lucid Dreams.
Yeah.
You know him?
I know who the Juice WRLD is.
Okay. I thought it was one of those. Yeah.
No. I know him because of you.
Oh right. He was he had his own private jet and he was just smashing drugs on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he died on his private jet.
Yeah. So
from smashing drugs, but it's like, did I care? You know what I mean?
Exactly. If they're allowed to bring drugs on there, what else can they bring? Can they just bring bombs? There's not really much point in blowing up your own private jet because you're just going to kill yourself. But like,
yeah. I wonder if it's like, while you're flying out the window,
just chuck it out the window.
Yeah, I don't know. Like how the hell did they let him bring drugs on? You know how tight they are with like bringing drugs in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're so tight with that shit. Like, they catch people with drugs trying to bring the country. Like, that's prison time. How was Juice WRLD just flying across the country with drugs? Like,
can't even bring a fucking bottle of water in. So
jeez, yeah, like, and he like, just popped enough perkies to die. The bloke died because he took so many drugs. How do they, like, is Juice WRLD some sort of master fucking mind?
Or do they,
like,
he died at 21, that's mad.
Yeah, maybe. Quite a few fucking rappers have, to be honest. They just get shot up.
Do private jets go through customs? Let's look this up. Customs and immigration procedures must be complied with for all private jet flights. So he's just really good at smuggling.
Or when you have a bit of money, you do what you want.
I think that is probably the case. Like Squid Game, have you watched that yet?
No, I haven't watched that. I'm not sure I want to.
I wouldn't bother. It's a bit of a waste of time. But there's like the people called VIPs who are like the really, really rich people who come and watch these games. And they obviously pay and bid on the people whether they'll die or not. And I bet that shit does go on. Like, I know that there's rich people who can watch, like, pay to watch live streams of people getting tortured and stuff like that on like dark web.
Yeah.
Which is
there's gotta be stuff. There's gotta be stuff like that. Well, in Vietnam, you can shoot a cow with a rocket launcher.
I think you told me that, or did someone else tell me that?
I think it was probably me. It's quite cool though. It's quite cool.
Have enough money to pay to do anything. You can.
You could probably pay to kill someone. Like, you probably could.
Yeah, you can get away with it. Like, well, you can pay hitmen, can't you? And hitmen never get caught.
Well, Marcus Alonso killed someone in the car. I think he drunk drove into someone. Chelsea left back.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and like, I don't think he served any time for that.
Alec Baldwin killed someone recently, didn't he?
Oh my god, yeah. I wonder if he's going to get
story.
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't know how we both forgot to fucking bring that one up.
I fucking hell. Basically,
bro,
what happened was...
Oh, God. Yeah,
didn't he, like, have a prop gun on set and he shot it and it actually shot and killed the fucking stunt coordinator or something like that?
Why was it an actual gun?
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? And I feel so bad for that poor bloke. He clearly didn't mean to kill anyone.
You reckon? What if he did? What if he did? Like, a loaded gun on set? That's a bit sus.
It is sus. Like, maybe he just brought brought his own gun from his trailer by mistake.
Yeah,
picked up
by
the wrong
mistake.
prop.
Yeah, by mistake. I accidentally shot the person I don't like directing the film. Like maybe he wasn't. I think it was like the director of photography or something like that. So maybe he wasn't a big fan. This is some horrible fucking
This
shit.
is a
But
fucking conspiracy.
yeah, maybe he didn't like what she was doing. I don't know. Like we can't just assume he's innocent.
Prosecuted for involuntary manslaughter.
That's mad, isn't it? If it was by accident, then Jesus Christ, what a bad day.
What is with these articles where to continue reading this article, you have to sign up £1, £1 a month?
Bro, they gotta make money.
I don't care that much about what the Telegraph has to say. And all the information is on a different website for free anyway. So why are you making me pay?
It's because all these newspapers are getting fucked now. Because like the Telegraph, the Sunday Times, like Guardian, they're all getting screwed by the fact that they're all making money by selling papers. And now everything's online. So like all the information is already out there. So they're like trying to get the old folk to like bring the dollar in for them.
Yeah, but like
that they're losing out on.
What you need to do is get up with the times a bit and
thanks.
Fucking
Excuse the pun.
Pardon the pun. But like have your shit online and just run ads instead of fucking making people pay for it.
Yeah.
That's how you get money.
Yeah, exactly. Because people will still be interested in what the Times has to say because they are the Times.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They've got a big name behind them.
Yeah. It's mad.
Hell.
It was mad.
I should be a marketer.
Yeah, a marketer, bro. You should be a marketer.
I should be in marketing.
Yeah.
But yeah, poor old Alec, he's fucking killed someone.
Mate, that's rough. I couldn't believe that. Another interesting thing to talk about. Have you seen the price of petrol?
And what's going on with the weather recently? It's the clock's changed next week.
Sounded like a granddad.
And the queues at the post office are just mad. Have I seen the price of petrol?
Did you see Strictly last Saturday? Fuck. Oh. But your conspiracy theory has been proven wrong. Is what I was getting at.
Okay. I have seen the price of petrol. It's quite expensive. What was my conspiracy theory?
It's gone up 20 pence, right?
Yeah.
Like comfortably 20 pence. Like more like 30.
Mm-hmm.
But your conspiracy theory was that they're trying to get rid of all the old petrol.
Yeah.
But bro, if they've got a surplus of petrol, you know, fucking sell it for £1.40 a litre. You know what I mean?
But everyone's going to be buying it anyway because they're all rushing for it. So they're like, might as well just fucking up the prices and get money as well as get rid of all the old petrol.
So you reckon it's come back down?
No, they're probably, now that it's gone up, they're probably like, well, everyone's now used to it being up. So we'll just leave it how it is.
I really hope they don't do that because that's going to screw so many people.
Fuck me over.
Yeah, this is going to turn into a bit of an economics podcast, but the Fed, which is the American like central bank, have admitted that inflation is like fucked in America at the moment. That like inflation is way too high, and like everyone's been saying to them for like ages, like, bro, you printed too much money. Prices are going up in everything. All the big companies, all the big food companies, are like, yeah, we're gonna have the ramp prices up everywhere. And now the Fed have been like, well, shit, the prices are too high.
Yeah,
Something to watch out for. So
prices can't keep going up forever. Although they can. That was bullshit.
They will, bro. They will. They have done for the last 100 years now. Just because the governments keep on printing more and more money, which makes everything worth less.
Yeah. So my grandparents bought a house. Right. I was talking to them the other day, and they bought a house for £2,000.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Unreal. And they said that
£2,000, bro.
They wanted to buy one for £4,000.
There are sofas. There are sofas that cost more than £2,000.
This computer, when it first came out, was worth £2,000.
Jesus, like a trip to fucking Costa Rica is $2,000.
My phone is $1,000.
Like, do you know how absurd that is?
That's stupid. And they said there was a house for $4,000 that it was too much out of their budget. They couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
that's crazy.
Bro? Like 4 months and I'd be able to buy a really nice house. But then they were like, yeah, but my wages, I was on like £11.50 a week.
Jesus Christ, what was that minimum wage, or was that a crap job, or like what?
I think it was quite a good job as well. It was just ages ago. So that means that like
£50 a week, bro. Jesus.
When we're 40, 50, whenever, we could be on like $200,000 a year, but it would still be the equivalent of like a $40,000 job.
Yeah, facts. I've been thinking about this actually, like how being a millionaire is not going to be worth much, in some like not too distant future.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a millionaire. It's like, yeah, well, so's my brother.
So
you know what I mean?
everyone,
like, yeah, exactly.
I was a millionaire
my
last
ex, literally, Jesus Christ. Just depends on how Dogecoin's doing. Like, Jesus, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. It's true. It would have to be like, what, a 2 millionaire? I don't know.
Yeah, like a 10 millionaire maybe.
And it just doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
No, who wants to be a 10 millionaire?
It just doesn't quite hit. So if that's not an incentive to bring the prices back down, everybody, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, everyone stop buying petrol. Stop buying it. If we all stop buying it at the same time, they're going to have to reduce the price.
That is true. If you could get like a big movement like that together, you could change the world completely.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we created our own companies where the prices were just set and we just didn't get greedy at any point, right? Non-profit organization. It'd take a bit of work, but it'd be possible.
Yeah.
So like we just manufactured everything from Mars bars to baby fucking strollers to houses, right? The whole lot. We set it at a certain price. We even create wood, like from the natural resource upwards, like everything. We as a population take all the big corporations out of it. We do that. And then they reduce the prices, and then we go, okay, we'll buy your stuff again.
Yeah, and then we just close down our company completely.
Yeah, exactly.
Profit, and then
exactly.
Keep it.
No, it's a non-profit organization.
Well then, we close it down once we've done our duty to the fucking planet and lowered all the prices. But like, if you get enough people together, you can overthrow the police if you want to. Sure, because there's only a certain amount of police. Like,
that's actually facts. Like, it's difficult to consider that, isn't it? Like, but the thing is, the problem is the army. Once the army come in, that's when you've got serious problems. Like, you need to have like a stock of ammo and weapons and things like that. You need your own tanks, your own you maybe a nuke. Maybe you need a nuke.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the reason people don't is because they're afraid of what will happen, isn't it?
Yeah, and then if say we do in Afghanistan and we just fucking take over, right?
Yeah.
Then the US will come and get lost. We are the Taliban.
Get a clip of that.
That'd be wild, wouldn't it? No context, get lost. It's just gonna be bad. You are seeing the leaders of the Taliban right now.
If I wanted to come, I'd have gone to the RSPCA. But you could just if you get enough people together, you can take over.
Yeah.
And the only reason they don't is because they have some weird respect for police.
Yeah, facts.
Where did that come from?
Jail, bro. That's why.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing. The consequence is you need the manpower to actually take that down, to take the whole structure down.
But
would be a nightmare.
Voldemort.
Yeah, we'd have to get
we're going to turn into supervillains.
Yeah, a whole group of bad guys. And that's the problem. That's the problem with doing that kind of thing, is that once you do it and you take over and you own the process, the structure's yours, then you got your own levels of corruption with there, and you just become the same as the police were in the first place. Oh.
But worse, probably.
Yeah, because we're not actually trained.
Exactly. Well, it was a nice idea, but we'd just be back where we started. So, but we'd be the ones in charge then.
It'd be a nightmare. It'd be so much effort as well. Trying to look after a criminal organisation, that'd just be a nightmare.
A lot of effort just to end up back where we were. So we just
the logistics. Fuck the logistics of that. Jesus.
We just took ourselves out of a master grand plan. This was almost our villain origin story, and we've just took ourselves out of it.
just because it'd be too much effort. Which it
I'm
would.
surprised
It
that doesn't
fucking
happen
would.
more.
Yeah, exactly. Like they must like you have to give it to bad guys. They are very determined.
They're fucking
what I mean?
dedicated.
God, like Hitler had passion. You can't say he didn't have passion.
You can't fault the man on his passion.
Yeah, like that must have been a pain in the ass trying to look after everyone all the time, having to deal with generals, having to sort out wars, like whole philosophies, building camps. Like fuck, I mean that's a chore. You gotta wake up every day, be like, oh shit, I've got to sort out again.
Only then to not win. Like,
Oh my god, yeah, no wonder he killed himself. Jesus. Sorry. Okay, I think it's a good note to end on.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank everyone for taking part in this lucid conversation.
Let us know your thoughts.
Do you think Hitler was passionate or not?
Tweet us. Goodbye. Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost. Get Lost on air. Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost on air.